Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah, Mark's hating on his fans, Becky Nish on the man. Play with two like a lion, household a dangerous alliance. I am an diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutcherson. And we have a special guest, yes, returning guest, my wife, Kassius House. Guys, you already know what I'm about to say. This is the People's Podcast. Here it is, it's me again, it's your boy Khan, ready to give you that work when it comes to professional wrestling. I got my boy Mike here with me. How's it going, bro?
What up? How's everybody doing? It's going fantastic over here, man. Coming off a very awesome show we were able to witness this weekend that we're going to chop it up about. But doing fantastic, and not to brag here, but again, our podcast is doing things, man.
Bro. Yes, sir, it is. Kayla, how are you doing?
Fabulous as always.
Of course. So,
P.S. We got a girl. We got a lady on the show.
Girl on the show. That's right, we got a girl on the show, so you can enjoy that sexy voice. How about that? You know, get your little bit of lotion out and all you basement dwellers out there.
Calm it down there, bro. Calm it down now, bro. What was I feeling? Anyway.
So yeah, man, we had a fantastic show that we went to. Michael, we went to Evolve 128 at the Southside Turner in Indianapolis, Indiana. And man, we almost got lost going to the show because this building was so far in the back. Weird, like just weird. But bro, when we got there, bro, like it was such an amazing small feel. What did you think when you first got there? When you first showed up?
Well, I'm not going to lie. And again, this is no disrespect because every single one of the talents that I've witnessed on this show was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was not familiar with a lot of them, but I walked out a fan of all of them.
Yes.
But as we turned in, man, and we was like, uh-oh, we're going into the woods here. Yeah. And I actually set the line, well, I've seen horror movies start off this way. I'm not quite sure where this is going. And I was also thinking, I swear if I hear dueling banjos, I'm out. Gone. Exactly. Peace. I'm out.
And what was you saying there, Kayla Sue?
I said how whenever she said I saw a horror movie start off this way, there was also added on to that, or porn, like pornos. So there was a 50-50 shot. We were hitting one of them.
Right. Somebody's getting stabbed.
In what way, we don't know. But it was a fantastic show. And when we got in there, I mean, as soon as I walked in the door, I'm already recognizing like local Indiana talent, which is great. This was a great opportunity for some guys here locally in Indiana. Actually, the guy at the door who checked me in, he's a professional wrestler. His name is Lennox Norris, and he actually had a tryout. And actually, he had a tryout with Evolve. He's from here in Indiana, and he had a tryout with Evolve. And I actually got a chance to talk to him, and definitely we talked about having him on for a show to talk about his career and his tryout with Evolve, bro.
Yeah, man, I think that'd be an interesting story to hear. I'd like to hear if it's okay to converse about it, of course.
I
You
asked him
know, like
first. Yeah, of course.
right, naturally, just out of respect.
Yeah,
Because as we've
yes.
established on here once or twice, we're kind of fans of the business. We kind of love it.
Just a little
Um,
bit.
just a smidge. You know, we started a little podcast about it, but I digress. Anyway, yeah, man. He was a real cool guy, man. It was just, and then the atmosphere, like when we walked in like as soon as we walked into the door,
Yeah,
you know, there's
yeah.
nothing like that, man. And the first, I believe I said this a little bit later on, you know, not to skip forward here, but there's just something better about going to a show like this.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I agree.
you feel like you're a part of it when you go to, and this is no disrespect to again the talent in WWE and NXT. You're they say you're a part of the universe, but you're on the outside of the box looking in. You're outside of the bubble.
Yeah, I agree.
That show you're part of it, and later on you're going to hear why.
Yep, yep. And we had front row seats to this, bro.
Yes, I mean literally right there. I mean, there was us, there was the rail, there was the ring. I mean, right there.
Yep.
It was, I mean, beyond worth the price of admission. I mean, just fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep. And so, Kayla, when you first got there, what were you thinking? What was going on through your mind when you were beginning to walk into that building?
Well, I wasn't sure. I mean, I know we've been to numerous wrestling shows and all that, and you know, some have been like the fancier places, some not so much. So honestly, I wasn't really too sure what to expect. I've never honestly been to this particular wrestling group of people. So I didn't really know a lot of the people that was going to be there, but I knew I was going to end up having fun because even if I didn't know them, I mean, I can always enjoy having a good wrestling event in front of me and, you know, interacting or, you know what I mean, especially if it's a smaller film, especially when I have our crew with us. So, I mean, I didn't know exactly who to expect, but I knew it was going to be fun.
And it absolutely was. It was. There was a lot of names there that I had not heard before, but I would definitely love the opportunity to speak to. Now, we're not going to go over every single match because I want to let you guys know that we are going off of our first glance here. This was our first glance at Evolve Wrestling. So right now, instead of breaking down every single match, everything, we're going to go off of what struck us first. And for me personally, what struck me first is the four-way freestyle match.
Yes. That match was fantastic.
Absolutely.
I mean, because I went into to this again, I honestly not knowing what to expect. I always heard great things about Evolve. Yeah. But I'll be honest again, I never witnessed it firsthand, so I couldn't truly judge because, you know, as you know, everything is subjective and you have to experience it yourself to, you know, have a valid opinion. Some other people out there need to learn that, but again, that's another story for another episode.
Right.
But yeah, man, I didn't know what to expect, but I expected good things. Again, I was amped, ready to go. As soon as I walked in the door, boom, let's go, let's do it. It's going to be great. Then we got in our seats again. It was even better because we knew that. I mean, this was going to be fantastic. And then yes, this four-way match happened, and I can't even begin to describe. Like there was bodies flying everywhere, whatever cliche line you want to say. It was a blast.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Michael, because it was just so fast-paced. Go, kept my attention the whole time. Michael, I know we repeat ourselves a lot on this show. I know that we do, but I have to say this again, and that is this. If you can keep my eyes off of my phone and get me to pay attention to what you are doing, then you're money. And those guys were money. Stephen Wolf, Leon Ruff, Juntai, they were money. I'm just naming the names that have first come into my head when I think about this match, but they were money.
Absolutely. And
Yep.
the thing is, it was nice to see that. So you had like your two average or like smaller type guys. You had the mid-sized card, which was Juntai, and then you had the bigger guy, who I call it the like the high school bully. I don't even know what his name actually was, but I swear whenever he got up there on the top rope and he was going flying, like he was doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing either. But I was so terrified that he was going to fall into the crowd and on our laps because he was right there underneath us, and it was amazing all around.
Oh, you're talking about Nelson Muntz.
Yes, thank you.
Shit, we're gonna have Fox on us.
We're gonna get got. No, so.
I'm sorry if I could interject. I'm sorry. I just wanted to expand just a little bit on the phone line that you said. Not phone line. That's a little bit of an old school. Anyway, the phone thing. Yes, if you can keep us off of our phones, then you've done it. I'm going to expand on that a little bit.
Go ahead.
I've mentioned my job. I haven't revealed what I do because that's my thing. But I was on call that weekend of that show, right?
Yeah.
And let's just say my signal was mysteriously lost for work during the entirety of the show because for multiple reasons. One, for selfish reasons, because again, it was absolutely fantastic and thoroughly entertaining from top to bottom. Everybody was awesome. And two, that's rude. I'm not just going to sit there on my phone while these men and women are out here doing their thing, man. Come on. They're out there killing it for us.
Big facts.
So no, that stuff can wait. I had a 5-star show to watch, and I did.
Absolutely.
So yeah, sorry, I just had to throw that out there.
No, you're absolutely fine. I'm glad you said it, bro. I'm glad you said it because it needed to be said. Because that's the... Michael, I'm just going to go on a side little rant, and I'm going to bring us right back. But I just have to do this, bro.
Please do.
Michael, I've been to several professional wrestling shows, and I'm not just some guy who goes to the WWE or some guy who goes to an indie show and takes all kinds of selfies at an indie show just to look cool and then play on their phone the whole time. No, that's not how we get down. But I'll tell you what I have seen. I've been to several different wrestling shows. I've been to several different big events, mainly WWE, and it's the biggest problem in the WWE, and that is the fan base, and that was any Raw or SmackDown, you see just guys just sitting on their hands. They're sitting on their hands, and it drives me nuts.
Well, I mean, it's true. I agree with that, but to play the devil's advocate here or just a counterpoint, you got to give the people something to cheer for. You got to give the people something to want to watch.
Oh, no, and I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with that. But I've also seen it during indie shows too.
That's true, and that again, and yeah, I can say I think we've actually talked about that when we were at I know this is again about Evolve, but when we was at the Ring of Honor show, there was actually a few people that was kind of adjacent to us,
just sitting on their hands,
front row.
What are you doing?
Like we're sitting there slapping the sign, getting our patellas blasted by the ring rail as they hurl that man at us. But you know what? We loved every minute of it, and we did our best to be the loudest, respectfully, the loudest people there, because that's what wrestling's all about as a fan, man. You go there, you cheer, you have a good time. You could cheer the good guys, boo the bad guys. But you know what? They're all awesome people. And yeah, this shithead Shane's con. Shithead Shane.
I know. They make us look bad, bro. They make us look so bad.
Well, that's the thing. It's the majority. It's the minority people that are doing that. The majority judges. Kayla, go off on these people. Cut a promo on them.
Please do.
No, I'm just saying, yes, that is rude as fuck, but that's stupid as fuck, too. You over here throwing down your money to go see these people, and I mean, that's cool, they get the money and everything, but, what are you there for? You taking up spots that real fans could have been there interacting with them, because I know when we go, shit, we'll cheer for them sometimes, we'll boo for them sometimes on when you're supposed to, and then other times, like on the heels, like shit, I'll fucking cheer for him, or hell, like with the Nelson Muntz dude. I was sitting there having a whole argument with him. Sitting there going on, you tell me I need to sit down, I'm telling him he need to get his ass in the damn ring. You know what I mean? Like we interact with these people. Mm-hmm. What is y'all doing? You just coming to throw away your damn money that you worked hard for to sit on your fat ass? No. Get up, interact, get your kneecaps busted, and love every damn minute of it.
Get this work, because we got it every single time, bro.
Facts.
We're having massive human beings thrown at us. If you're not ready to have a giant human being thrown at you, please don't sit front row.
Right.
No, don't do it.
Because you know what? I thought we were ready. We weren't ready.
Man, I think my knees still hurt from that. But spiraling back, into the 4-way match here, man, I gotta tell you, I had such a blast watching it. And another thing that I really that stood out to me was the women's match, bro. The women's match was really good.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It was Shotzi Blackheart versus Natalia Markova.
Yeah, man, it was fun again because I was like, because I was hoping I was looking forward to it. I was like, all right, women's match, here we go, this will be great. Yeah. And they both had they both stood out. They both had a very unique look. Yeah. And they gave it their all, and that brawl at the end.
Oh my goodness, the brawl at the end between Shotzi Blackheart, the Evolve Women's Champion, and Brandi Lauren, Brandi Wrestling. It was an incredible fight. As in and out of the ring, they took it everywhere. Referees getting involved, both of it. Let's go. And it was just incredible. Like from a woman's perspective, I want to first ask Kayla, from a woman's perspective, how did you feel like seeing these two women, first Shotzi Blackheart and Natalia Markova put on an excellent match, and then just how it ramped up later with Brandi Lauren and all the physicality, and it was just complete chaos, and it was one of the best parts of the show. So how did that feel, being a female fan and from a woman's perspective?
So as you have known and as stated, I've seen a lot of different matches and everything, obviously male and females. They had a really, really great match. They both had great moves and everything. I know Shotzi one time, she actually did a 619 on her.
Yes.
And that was freaking awesome. And actually, if you look at the video, you can actually see in your house in the front row. Just throwing that out there real quick. But no, I thought it was awesome. They definitely both had unique looks. But as great as that match was, I was all down for freaking Brandi and Shotzi going at it and throwing them hands, man, because it wasn't the regular girl fight where you just smack and pulling hair and bitch, get off me. No, these bitches was brawling like I would be doing. Like, yes, like throw that bitch into the damn cage and get it. Like this, like, yes, I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
It was good stuff. It was good. Michael, what'd you think?
Well, I to echo Miss Kayla K's sentiments, man. It didn't feel like just that two squacks out there just like just out there fighting, right? Like they were out there fighting, like throwing hands. I mean, yeah, like, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, and then here come the Foot Locker crew. Here they come running out there. They couldn't even stop them. They had the whole crew out there, and they couldn't stop these girls from fighting the whole place. Now, there wasn't one person in that whole arena that didn't want them to fight.
Right.
And I was one of them. I'm like, let them go. And like, hell, I'm ready to see them fight. Like, when's the match?
Facts, bro. Big. Like you just said it. Like, now I'm interested in seeing Shotzi Blackheart versus Brandi Lauren. Like, that's a money match to me now, bro. I'm not sure if they did it the night before in Michigan, but I didn't see it, and now I want to see it.
Absolutely. And if I dare to say, like, it definitely got me amped, and obviously I want to see the match. I want to know what the next is for it. But it also, like, okay, so, like, I know whenever I used to throw down back in the day, that's how I was. Like, they had to separate it, and I still keep coming. So, you know what I mean? I can relate to that. And then it almost had that same feel of Becky Lynch and a girl with the right, the woman's right, Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how when they were brawling and they couldn't get them separated. It almost had that feel to it because it's like it seemed like legit. Like, okay, these bitches got beat. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I loved it. And I can't wait to watch the match.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely invested in those talents, and it definitely makes me want to see more evolve. I mean, I just really, really do. I believe in this so much, just from the one show that I saw, and then the talent that they bring in. They have the ability to bring in very good talent, and for me to say that is for me to say this. I want to talk about Kassius Ohno versus Josh Briggs. Just an amazing. It was that there was some respect there, but also it was just a match, and I think it started off slow, but it really picked up during the midway point and the end, and there was color, and man, it really just it sucked me in. At first, I wasn't in, but I got in. Michael, where are you at on Kassius Ohno versus Josh Briggs?
Well, if you ask me, if I could say just as a fan, sure. And I know nothing about, being, again, on the other side of that curtain, but Kassius Ohno made that guy. And that man, Briggs, that man took a beating.
Yes, he did. Yes, Josh Briggs took an absolute beating.
That man he didn't look like, by the time that the pinfall happened, he didn't look like he was walking out of a wrestling match. He would look like he was walking out of a fight in a bar.
Yeah.
I mean, blood, not just a little bit of blood. I mean, his nose looked busted, and it was. I saw it. I heard it get busted, and he gave it right back to Ohno. And that match was awesome. I mean, I knew it was going to be good because, again, Kassius Ohno is great. I mean, so I've heard, I've heard people, everybody's got their naysayers, man. Everybody's got their haters.
Facts.
But nah, man, Kassius Ohno's good. And I can say that now even more so because any wrestling fan who's been to a show live, I feel like can say this just, again, from a viewing standpoint. A wrestler's really, really good if they can pull off what you see on television and DVD and, streaming, whatever, however you watch your wrestling.
Facts.
If they can pull it off live and it looks just as good and if not better, then they're doing their job and they're doing their job well. And these two guys did.
Yes.
Fantastic. Hard hitting is awesome.
What did you think of that match, Kayla Sue?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked in the beginning how Kassius Ohno asked Josh Briggs, he showed the respect and he asked about front, and he's like, okay, do you want your dream match or do you want me to end your career right now?
Oh, yeah, man.
So I really liked how he kind of set the tone for it. I think a lot of people kind of felt like, Kassius Ohno was going to win regardless, but it definitely was not a sleeping match. You know what I mean? It wasn't a bathroom break. He set it up. They both gave and they both got. And Josh Briggs, he did. He got busted open. He took that work, but he delivered it. He had great movesets with it. There was just a bunch of moves that you wouldn't think that either one of them, because they're both really big guys. I don't think I think Kassius Ohno has a little bit more meat to him versus being toned up for Josh Briggs, but they're both really tall. They're both very muscular. They both gave it. They both got it. But I agree with what Michael said. Kassius Ohno definitely set Josh Briggs up for his career. He made him. That was a hell of a match, though.
I agree. I totally agree. And excuse me, I think Josh Briggs has a bright future. Definitely, that was my first time I ever saw him, but I definitely enjoyed watching him, and I definitely enjoyed watching Kassius Ohno live for the first time. He's a great competitor, great competitor. He's not from Indiana, but he is from the local area. But a talent that we did get to see that night is from the local area, is from Indianapolis, and that was Spider Nate Webb, as he went up against the Evolve champion, the young upstart Austin Theory. I'm gonna start with Michael on this one. Michael, the way that match started, the way that Nate Webb came out, and the way that Austin Theory just ramped the match up very quickly. What were you thinking as the match was starting?
Well, again, I wasn't familiar with either one of them.
Right.
I know you kind of caught me up a little bit, gave me a little bit of background on both competitors, and
Right.
but again, I was anxious based on what I heard, especially with Austin Theory, and again, both of them. I mean, you sold both of them to me, and they followed through. I mean, that match was everywhere, and I will say it again that it's the price you pay, because they were everywhere in this. But I feel like they gave something to everybody in that arena, so I can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yes, I didn't personally get to see everything, but there's some other things that ended up happening post match that kind of made up for all that. But I don't want to step on that. But Austin Theory, though, and I'm sure this line has probably been used more than once, but this ain't a theory. This is a fact, man. That guy's a fun guy to dislike.
Yeah.
he's great. He's great at what he does, man. And as a fan, the sky's the limit for that dude. Like that dude, he's money, print money.
You can print money on Austin Theory. The cat's a certified star. In the ring, he looks great. He's got a look about him. He is an absolute star. And it's interesting to see him playing the heel, because when I look at him, I just see a baby face. I really, really do. And that's not any kind. I haven't seen so much of his heel work, so I could totally be wrong. But just off seeing him do his thing for the first time, which is my first time seeing him do his thing live, I'm like, man, I can see this cat as like a baby face, like doing all the acrobatic stuff and stuff like that. But he was playing heel, and I find that interesting to me. I mean, that was super interesting to me. But then all the stuff they did in the ring as well too. Kayla, what did you think about Nate Webb and Austin Theory, the Evolve champion?
So, when they were actually in ring, or what I could see, I really enjoyed it, which I'm repeating pretty much what you guys have said. I mean, I'm not mad about how it went down, because, for the way that it was set up and everything, and all aspects around the ring, every individual side got their own personal experience with them.
Yes.
So that's really cool that they did that for the fans. As far as looks wise, Spider Nate, to me, he resembles like an old, like, rocker or biker, you know what I mean, type look. But you'd be surprised at what he can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's a really sweet guy, and that's not me taking any hits on him. You know what I mean, for the looks. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to explain if nobody knows exactly what he looks like. That's kind of what I envision. But again, when he's in the ring, you're like, whoa, like, okay, I see you, I got you.
Right, right.
As far as Austin Theory,
Okay.
yeah, he can get it.
What? Hold on, what?
Wow. Wow.
All the women, I didn't see any women that disliked him by any means. He's obviously very, very appealing on the eyes. I loved the fact that he was a heel. This is where, like, most of the crowd is booing him, and I'm going against the crowd, and I'm cheering for him. And, then I'm just going to fast forward it real quick. Then at the very end, when he was walking out and everything, and everybody's still booing him, I'm over here trying to, like, stick my hand out to him and everything. And he completely, like, he acted like he was going to go for it, and then he, like, did the whole pull his hand back thing. And I looked at y'all, I'm like, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I do remember
because
that.
I do. I like when you can I like when you can stick with your character. I do.
Yeah.
Like, and I know outside of all that, you know what I mean, like he's really sweet and all that. That's great. But yeah, no, the match itself, it was good for what I could see. I think they both have really great abilities, and I think Austin has a lot of potential. Like, he's going to be big. You can mark my words. He's definitely going to be a big star. I see him being able to go to one of these big name brands, and not saying anything about Evolve or anything, but you know, and become more world known here shortly. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Absolutely, and I agree. And I wanted to touch one more thing on this match, and that was the very, very interesting and unique finishing move from Austin Theory, the Unproven Cutter.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I mean, it's rare to say this in wrestling these days when it comes to finishers and that kind of thing. I've never seen that before.
Facts.
No,
Facts.
I haven't.
It was so unique, so different. That was one. I mean, just let's not talk about the fact. Okay, A, he's the champ. B, he looks like a star. But now C, he has a creative and different finisher. And I know we're not going to tumble down this rabbit hole about how far it can go down about can he do it on everybody? I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about how unique and awesome it was. You know what I mean? That was such a cool finisher.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely was. I wouldn't mind seeing it over and over again. Like, I wish, honestly, I would have known about it ahead of time, because I would have recorded it just so we can play it back, because I've never seen it before.
Right. I actually, while you guys were talking, and I was listening to you guys, I wanted to check out a little bit, and I went on YouTube, which I'm looking right now, and I looked at it, and it came back to me, and I'm like, wow, it's different, it's new, it's fresh. You know, I dig that. So that's another thing that I wanted to bring up. But moving forward through the night, I mean, it was just an incredible, incredible night of wrestling. The last match that I really, really want to touch on is, the Undisputed Era's Adam Cole versus AR Fox. That was a good match, and it's crazy because AR Fox actually trained Austin Theory.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I did a little
I
research.
definitely did not know that.
I did a little research. I did a little digging, and I saw that, and I was like, man. So that's why I was interested in seeing AR Fox, because of what he has contributed to what Austin Theory has become and what he's going to be moving towards the future. I wanted to see this guy, and he didn't disappoint. You know what I mean? He didn't disappoint. And I really like how Adam Cole was giving him the respect. I mean, Adam Cole was the baby face in this one, which AR Fox was also the baby face, which we all know that in NXT, Adam Cole's the heel, but he's a different Adam Cole. He's a non-canon Adam Cole, you know. So I liked it. It was cool. He was interactive, and of course everybody's favorite part, the Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby.
Yes. Okay, let me talk about that for a quick second. That was, being a part of that was electrifying.
I'll say this: it sounded like when that hit the first time, man, it sounded like there was at least 4 times as many people in there than there actually were, and it was a packed house, man. There was quite a few of us in there, and it was great. Again, perfect atmosphere, awesome, and this was just a great main event. But yeah, that moment, it was so just thunderous. It was so loud.
Yes, it was. So, as far as the match goes and actually seeing AR Fox, Kayla, what was your first thought when you were seeing AR Fox wrestle? He came out with Ayla, his valet.
Yeah. Again, I knew nothing of him, and I mean, obviously, I knew who Adam Cole was, but I did not know anything about AR Fox. So, I thought it was very interesting. He's very athletic. Again, he could be appealing on the eyes. You know what I mean? He has a nice looking manager. So as far as that aspect, absolutely. I don't think there was anything that I saw just in the show in general that I didn't, not care for. This match alone, I definitely enjoyed. Was not my favorite of the night. And then a hard pitch to say because I love Adam Cole, but it was not my favorite of the night. But they still had a great match. They gave it back and forth. There was a lot of respect, as you already stated, which I actually really thoroughly liked because, again, hate to keep reiterating, but how you already stated, Adam Cole, he's the heel in NXT, so you're used to seeing that side of him. So it was really cool being able to see this other side. But I think as far as, comparing back and forth for the movesets and everything, I think he definitely held his own, for sure, with Adam Cole.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I also want to touch on, because it was an incredible match, incredible night. Adam Cole wins, goes over AR Fox. AR Fox gets the respect from the crowd, and it was an excellent night, fun night of wrestling. Now, what I also want to talk about is, man, when you go to these indie shows, Kayla and Michael, when you go to these indie shows, it just spoils you. You get so spoiled because everybody there was cool and chill. You was right there by the ring. All the wrestlers were accessible, and just being cool and talking to you, and it was better. Like, I think even though I enjoyed the night of wrestling, like the night of actual in-ring wrestling, I think I really enjoyed the interaction with the talent after the show just as much. First off, let me ask Michael, what do you think about that?
Well, you talk about interaction with the talent, and I got to kind of reflect back to something that happened during after the Austin Theory Nate Webb match.
Oh, yes, please go. Yeah.
Where, the match concluded, Austin Theory won, healed his way out. Everybody's like, boo, you're an asshole, whatever.
Yep.
And, and he walked out, and then, Nate Webb got up and cut a promo, and it's just like, basically just briefly paraphrasing here, basically just whatever, I'm still here, and then he went around, was just like cheering with the fans and high-fiving the fans and all that. Then he come over to us. All of a sudden, he tells our row and the row behind us to follow him.
Yes.
Next thing you know, we're running around the ring, high-fiving the fans.
Yeah.
I'm just running around high-fiving people, and in my head going, what the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening?
Right.
And then everybody starts he's like, get in the ring. And I'm like, what the hell? The first thing I thought, because this is me, you guys don't know me, but this is the first thing I thought, I'm going to end up on Botchmania. I'm going to end up on Botchmania. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to bust my ass. But you know what? None of that happened. We got to go in there, and it was just, what a moment, man. Like, what do you guys think? Like, what was going through your guys' mind?
I think it was spectacular to interact and be able to do that and get in the ring because I've never gotten in the ring. But let me go ahead and state this in case anybody does watch Botchmania and I'm on there or they watch the fucking Evolve video. Okay, I'm short. Like, I'm 5'2", 5'3"-ish. So I tried to get up in the ring in the front with just, me popping my legs up there. Yeah, it wasn't happening. So I stood right on the other side where everybody else was getting on. And then, I got myself up there. So, of course, I had to, take it up slow and all that and try and recoup myself and then get out of the ring whenever it was time to get out of the ring all sexy. But, if y'all see that, I'm short, okay? I've never gotten into a ring with like that. So, don't judge me too much. But, no, it was awesome. We were all in there. He was all hugging on us and, looking into the camera and everything and talking, and we were all in there. Everybody started jumping in the damn ring, literally jumping in a circle. And I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, do not let this ring break.
I thought we was about to die.
But no, it was fun.
It all happened so fast.
It really did. It all happened so fast. I mean, I step in the ring trying to look cool and everything. I get my glasses knocked off my face. They get almost stepped on, but I don't care because I'm in the ring. I'm in an Evolve ring. This is awesome. So, man, it was that you brought up that point, and it was great, man. Spider Nate Webb, local talent, and he really knows how to put on a good show, and he really did that. So special shout out to Nate Webb from Indianapolis for giving that moment to, I mean, really, and I just got to touch on this because there was a little girl in that ring, like she was like, what, 5, 6 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of a hard ass, as it were, not really. But look, man. That, in all seriousness, what a moment. I mean, sure, I had a great time. We all had a great time, but just to see that made that little girl, at least made her year. And you know what? You never know. That may have sparked something in her.
Yeah.
She may have just been like, hey, they were cheering. I want people to cheer for me in the spring. You know what I mean? And we may be seeing her in a ball one day. Right. Exactly, man. The Firefly Funhouse is getting ready to come on.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How about we all turn around here? We're going to turn around here. Join us.
You're getting a live reaction here, folks.
This is a very live reaction.
Yowie, wowie. Hey, look who's back. He has a secret.
Better be good. Yeah, let's hurry it up. I got stuff to do. Oh, come on.
Stuff to do.
So it's time for me to show the world what I really been working.
I'm so sorry for the dead air, folks, but I have to witness this.
They can also hear it too, so it's actually good.
Well, then I'll shut up then.
Yo, what's happening, bro?
I have no idea, but I have chills right now.
What is
The
happening?
core that I've mentioned is being revealed right now.
Oh
my
What the hell
God.
is this?
What?
What the bloody hell is this?
Holy shit.
Oh.
That's fucking terrifying. Holy shit.
What, bro? What is happening, bro?
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, seriously, like, don't let your children watch that shit because that's fucking, like, you think it's fucking insane and fucking terrifying? Don't. Like, my little daughter's afraid of the fucking boogeyman, like the actual wrestler boogeyman. She will never watch that shit, and she loves creepy shit.
My dear Lord, what was that, Michael, bro? What was that?
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say
Michael,
this right now.
underwear.
I'm going to go ahead. You hush your mouth, woman. You mind your damn business, Caleb.
Your damn business.
That I was right. I was yeah. But first off, let me say this is not for kids. As Caleb said, no, this is not for kids. And those of you that were out there, do you believe now?
Oh man, do you believe now? That was insane.
That was actually Very well done. I'm definitely going to go back and watch that again. I want to know what he said. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but
I'm definitely going to go back and watch that.
Oh, absolutely. Can I go ahead and interrupt you really fast? I just want to say you were right.
Yeah.
You have that on recording. You were right. I did not like the first episode. I can tell you that, and Con can attest to that. I did not like it. I hated it because of what they were trying to push it off of. And I think that's why a lot of other people hated it, because they're so used to, how Bray was. And then they get this whole trying to be all Mr. Rogers from the fucking neighborhood shit. Like, no, that shit ain't him. But I told Con after the second episode, I said, well, watch, I'm waiting for it. He's going to return to this fucking creepy-ass fucking breakdown, and I can't wait. And guess what? I fucking love it.
Man. And more importantly, what about the kids?
I know the kids.
What about the kids?
Bro.
They're gone.
They're gone,
Get
bro.
the kids out of there.
They're gone, bro.
Wow. That is one, it's the WWE. Damn it, man. The WWE has, and again, I'm sorry to evolve. I'm not trying to steal the thunder from you guys. I mean, because again, we talk wrestling here, all wrestling.
Yeah.
But I've been, if you guys go back and listen to the episodes, I'm not sure, but if you would, I've actually been really, really invested in this storyline since the beginning.
Yeah.
And as much as I would have liked them to let it breathe more before they had that reveal, I love the reveal. That is awesome. And again, I want more. I want to see more. And that incarnation of Bray Wyatt, I cannot wait to see that monstrosity in the ring. Bring that shit on.
Oh, absolutely, bring it. And I want to be, this podcast is going to drop on Wednesday morning, so you'll be listening to this Wednesday morning as you are driving to work, driving to take your kids to school, whatever it is that you do. Maybe you're in the gym, you got us in your ears listening to us, or maybe you're a talent that listens to us that also appreciates our opinion. I'll say the first, to the fans, to the household. Do you see what happens when you let things breathe a little bit?
Let things breathe. That's what we try to tell you here. Let them give you a reason to complain before you do, because I guarantee at least 66 2/3 of you people out there who were burying this when his Mr. Rogers ass come bouncing around in his Pee Wee Herman ass playhouse and all that, you were taking it at face value. Again, I understand. I understand taking it at face value, but then you are burying it, saying, oh, there's no chance. They're burying Bray Wyatt, burying him. First off, that word's thrown around way, way too much.
Big facts.
Anyway, yes, you got, but I guarantee you, nobody's talking shit now.
Nope. Can't be, bro. And the reason that I totally agree with that is that, as you said, and I have to agree with you here, so I have to say it again. Everybody shat on this when it first came out. And I say this confidently, and right now nobody can tell me otherwise. You can at me, I don't care. I understand a little bit about buzz. I understand something a little bit about hype. I understand a little bit about getting people talking. It's something that's instilled in me. And when I say that, I can say this from experience, that move aside Becky Lynch, because Bray Wyatt is the hottest thing in WWE right now. Don't at me.
That's bold, but you know what? I think there's going to be a lot of talk about this. A lot. And I'm looking forward to seeing the reaction of this. And my God, that was terrifying. There's images that are flashing in my head. It wasn't even so much the look, the mask, that mask is awesome, but just the look of him standing with his back to the camera.
Yeah, man.
Just because, again, that candy-coated, hoppy-boppy, sugary exterior just dissolved and just revealed, again, that dark, rotten, evil. I don't even know what to say. Oh my God, that was just great. Brilliant.
Yes,
absolute brilliance.
It was. Kayla, give me a couple of thoughts on where you think this is going before we go ahead and call this a really good episode. I mean, before you go, I just want to say I was so personally glad that timing kind of worked out perfectly, because as we were finishing talking about Evolve, that came on, and that I loved that organic reaction, and I think that the fan base is going to love it too. Kayla, where do you think this is what do you see from Bray Wyatt coming? Do you have any idea?
I knew he was going to go crazy. I love the actual terrifying, like, not just like, oh, I'm like fucking shit-faced crazy, but that
subtle.
You don't know what to expect, and that you almost like it's. And I hate to steal this from Cody, but what nightmares are made of. Type thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what it came off as. Where do I think it's going to go? I don't know, because I don't know who he's going to, you know what I mean? I don't know who his first victim is going to be. Right. But I think whenever he does, I don't know, but I think whenever he does actually move it from the funhouse and into the ring, or, you know, that atmosphere, it's gonna be something like maybe like the locker room or something, and he's gonna incorporate, and he's gonna have Abby there, and he's gonna have Mercy there. You know what I mean? Like, and it's gonna maybe appear like him normal, and then flash and boom, he's this crazy, you know, inner self.
Yeah.
And maybe go with the storyline like that. I don't know. I hope that it brings new movesets for him to match along with his new self.
I agree. Michael, you had a point?
Well, I was actually going to say that I can't take credit for this. I've seen others throw this out there.
Uh-huh.
What was the painting of? It was a painting of the house that was set on fire. Who set that house, that place on fire?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton
did. So if he's going to go after anybody, wouldn't it be Randy Orton?
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
I'd be cool with that.
I actually really enjoyed that feud.
Man, that'd be such a good callback.
I think so too, and kudos to WWE for continuity. I guess you don't really see that much, but
big facts. Man,
so I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, again, I can't take credit for that. Again, I wasn't the one that originated that idea. I believe that was actually somebody on our Facebook page threw it out there.
Really?
So I'm sorry, I don't have the name.
Whoever did it, good job for noticing that.
One of the members of the household threw that out there. So again, I can't take credit, but if I could throw it out there, I think that's a good theory.
Yes, you are. Whoever you are there in the household, we appreciate you for throwing that idea out there, giving it to Michael, because that's a really good idea. I absolutely agree. So if you listen to this, let us know who you are, because we definitely will want to know, and we can name drop you on the show for such a good idea. I mean, if you listen, definitely let us know who you are, and we'll be more than happy to name drop you, because I think myself and Kayla and Michael agree that's a really good idea. This was another great episode, you guys. I mean, everything that we have coming up, I mean, it's just crazy. We're gonna be at Heroes and Legends, Heroes and Legends 13 in Fort Wayne, Indiana, featuring talents such as Barry Horowitz, Demolition, Ken Anderson, and also the main one, the Icon Sting. And we will be there. In Your House, we'll be there podcasting and trying to get some interviews and interacting with our fan base out there here locally in Indiana, because I happen to know that people do listen to us in Fort Wayne. So definitely be glad to get out there that way, be a part of Heroes and Legends, let people know that us of the household are here. We are here to talk to fans. We're here to talk to talents. We're here to bridge the gap. And you know why? Why is that, Michael? Is it because we're what? We
are one.
Facts. facts. We are one, and we want to let everybody know that we are here. We're here to make a splash. So you can catch us there. Heroes, Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana, October 5th. Also, we're putting together a trip to go to MLW, Kings of Coliseum. Definitely another great product that we definitely want to check out and see for ourselves, and who knows, maybe we can talk to some people and get some more talent on this show, because we have some great interviews coming up here in the near future. I mean, you just got to wait and see what happens on the Facebook page. You got to wait and see. Which, Michael, did you see that we are now over 19,000 followers?
Yeah, man. Like, wow, a lot of sippers of the proverbial Kool-Aid, as it were. And you know what? Again, as cliche as it sounds, and I mean this, I love each and every single one of you.
Yep.
And we love the shares, we love the comments, and look forward to, join us at our live show that's going to be going down after Double or Nothing. We look forward to chopping it up with you there too.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be fantastic. And it's and we got prizes. Come on down. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So we're going to start with Kayla. Is there anything that you want to plug? Go ahead. Plug.
My Twitter, it's Miss Kayla K IYH, but that's MISSLNK IYH.
Awesome. So your Twitter, go follow her on Twitter. And Michael, hit it.
Well, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different, if that's okay. I mean,
go right ahead, bro.
You can catch me at Hutch IYH, at Hutch IYH on Twitter, but I'm not sure if you've heard of a game called Magic the Gathering. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I have.
You have. I say chess is one of the greatest strategy games, if not the greatest strategy game out there.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, Magic the Gathering, it's a collectible card game. It ranks very, very high up there. If you're into the fantasy kind of thing, the art is tremendous. The storyline that they have with the characters in it's great. A lot of good stuff. And a friend of mine here in Anderson, Indiana, just recently opened a store.
Okay.
That is distributing these cards. It's called Dragon's Horde Games.
Say it one more time, please. Let them know.
Absolutely. Dragon's Horde Games. It's at 1240 Meridian Street in Anderson, Indiana. They are closed Monday and Tuesday. You can go in there and throw down on some Magic the Gathering. Wednesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay.
Saturday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. And Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. They have tournaments there 5 days a week.
Okay.
And the people who play Magic the Gathering will know what this means. They also they're buying standard singles at 5% above the TCG buy list price. So you got some cards you want to get rid of, that's the place to go. They are actually they aspire to be the place to gather for Magic the Gathering in Central Indiana. So go check them out. I haven't played Magic the Gathering for over 20 years, and a lot of rule changes happen. With every few editions, man, they always change the rules, so you got to keep up. 20 years, man, I'm out, right?
Yeah.
I went in there, didn't have any cards of my own. He had a deck that he had built himself to let me play. Okay. And so I started running with that. And, it's kind of like riding a bike. Once you learn how to play the game, you know the basics of it.
Yeah.
But all the new stuff, there's a lot of new stuff. But you know what? He was very knowledged in it and very quick to answer any question that I had. And you don't see this a lot. You see a lot of some people that are judgmental, like, oh, look, he's new. He doesn't know what the card means. Yeah. You're not going to get that here. He actually would love to teach. If you don't know how to play that game, I guarantee he'd be able to school you in it. And you walk out of
awesome.
So yeah, definitely. Absolutely go check them out. Dragon's Horde Games, 1240 Meridian Street, Anderson, Indiana. Check them out. They're awesome.
Definitely check them out. Help this guy grow. We love to help small businesses, and definitely I've never played Magic, but I always thought it was interesting, always thought that was cool, so I'm more than happy to represent him on this podcast. This was another great episode, guys. You guys already know what it is. Hey guys, once again, another great episode. My man Hutch, Kayla Sue came on and had a great insight from a lady's perspective. So we really enjoy her coming on. Go ahead and follow both of them on Twitter. But let me let you know where you can listen to this at. You can listen to this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Himalaya, Google Play, anywhere that you are. Yo, we guys can get to you. We can get to you. This is incredible. We are almost 20,000 strong on the Facebook page. Man, shout out to everybody at Evolve for putting on such an incredible show, being so personable. Thank you for everything that you do, putting your body on the line for our entertainment. So truly appreciate you guys. And the household, you guys already know what it is. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone. Because the household is going strong. You guys have a good day and a great rest of your week. Peace.